Hi guys, welcome to Mix. It's time for another weekly roundup, and yeah, just as a preface to this, I've had a load of issues with doing the sound. It shouldn't be hard, but it's been a bit of a struggle over the last couple of videos. I guess I'm just warming up into the year, as indeed the weather actually is. But yeah, the first 2 videos ago was too loud. The last video was too quiet, lots of background noise. Again, I think it's going to slip with the whole warehouse thing we're working on at the moment to something we do better then. I mean, everything is going to be something we do better then. That's what I'm sort of saying on all fronts. So I really hope I can deliver, hope we can deliver here. But anyway, yeah, I've pinned it to my midriff here. So hopefully a better balance of too loud, too quiet, too noisy, whatever. One thing I have to do is not clap and stuff because my hands are near the mic and it'd be really noisy. Anyway, weekly roundup. Yes, sorry, back in here. This is the 4th of the year. I mean, we should have done many more than that, but they have been big bumpery type ones, so we've crammed quite a lot in. Anyway, we're on the cusp of March. In fact, by the time you see this, it will be March. So I'm shooting this on the weekend before, so right at the tail end of February here. Been another huge month. It's ended busy as well, I guess payday and the rest, but we've had loads of big launches. So some of them are on site now. In fact, when you see this, they should all be on site, but the ones at the end there, the Barebells, I'm not putting this video up until Tuesday because the launch date is Tuesday. So while you're watching this, yeah, we had to embargo that one a little bit, but yes, we finally have something new from Barebells. More immediately, and on site right now, actually, Saturday morning, so we've been in doing this, is the Mountain Joe's range here. So if I move my monster, oh, it's not a monster, my 3D, God forbid, temporarily, you can see what we're working with here. We've got 3 new things from Mountain Joe's, so I'm going to take you through those. They're all baked, wonderful, really, really nice, actually. So, quite a pleasant surprise. I'll take you to Mountain Joe's in a bit, but that's the main thing we're doing here. Then the new Barebells bars, and I've got a few updates in terms of things coming back into stock and 1 or 2 things coming up ahead. But I'm going to keep this a little bit quicker. Again, boring refrain, I always say that, but it's yeah, big long time to edit it and everything. No one needs it, so I'm going to keep this quick, snack focused, and yeah, just tell you there's loads of stuff that you need to check out. So in terms of, I'll skip through, in terms of the general updates from us, we're still working on the warehouse. As I say, it's been a busy start to the year. February's been good as well. Brexit, horror show, can't get anything through. I think last video on here I said we sent a bunch more to Germany. We were waiting for the response. They haven't cleared. I think 1 got through, the others are stuck. I daren't send any more. So on the Brexit front, I'm sorry guys, wherever you may be. We can't get stuff anywhere, including Ireland. In fact, Ireland's rules are even stricter than most of the other ones. So yeah, it's on hold again. Hopefully not indefinitely, but I just can't spend any more money sending stuff out, disappointing customers, because we end up taking the flak in the middle, quite understandably, because you want your stuff and you can't complain to customs because powers that be. So it's incredibly frustrating, disappointing all round. Yeah, don't want to go there too much. We are going to keep trying, but until there's some other deal, I just don't know what we can do. So that's a bummer. But warehouse side for us behind the scenes, it's dragged on way longer than it should have done, but we've ticked every box from our point of view. Everything's set aside. I've even had the lawyer's bill. So we are about ready to go. We're just waiting for the other side to, I think, just do a technicality and sign something off. But yeah, have the warehouse soon. Very exciting. Hoping to be in there by the end of March. So yeah, very, very soon. There should be videos from in there. And as I say, I'm going to try and document the process for those who are interested. It should be a fun journey for us, certainly, and it should improve the service and everything else we can do here in terms of more stock, more brands, more team members, loads of cool stuff. So it's the future in terms of pick and mix. But yeah, we're not quite there yet. And I guess big wide world, lockdowns. Now, around the world, I'm a little out of touch. We've been a bit snowed under here with various things, so not sure how everyone's doing around the world who may be watching this. But broadly speaking, as we get towards spring and summer, things should improve. I mean, vaccines are obviously getting out there. It looks like the UK has done pretty well, but in general, things should be improving for all of us. So who knows whether we're going to return to normal this year, but it's going to get a lot more normal, certainly over the coming summer months and things. So sun is shining now. Hordes of people out on the street. They probably shouldn't be, but hordes of people out on the street. We've got some good news on gyms. Very exciting one for us in particular. So April 12th, I think it is, they're planning on opening that. So what's that, 6 weeks away? So hopefully we can keep the schedule on that and they can actually open it then, but that'll be awesome. But of course we get hospitality out, you can meet more people. I mean, all that vital stuff. And I can get a haircut at long last because this is getting ridiculous. So yes, we can all, there's optimism. I think the timetables might slip, but in general, everything's looking a little bit more possible at this point. And well, there you go. So, sorry, I mustn't do the hand thing. New products, okay, so that's the most immediately exciting one for us. So there's enough of it to do. Thank you for following along for that. Thank you for tuning in again. So we've got Mountain Joe's. I'll run with that one first. They're the 3 bars right here. So 2 of these are sort of flavour extensions to the range we already have, the mountain range we already have. So way too many silly puns about that, about peaks of snacking prowess and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's a good fun range anyway. Ben, the guy behind it, has been slogging away at this one for a long time. If you remember Mountain Joe's going back 2 or 3 years, they had Rocky Road was the original product, and it was nice. It had its moments, but it was something that didn't really stick around. I think he still kept doing it internationally. Indeed, he might still do that, but here in the UK, it kind of petered out. So it just didn't quite hit the right tone, I suppose. But the guy put so much work into doing it, blood, sweat, and tears, load of money. It's something I really wanted to work, but we didn't quite get it to take off here in the mix. However, round 2, second time's a charm, he's used some of the expertise garnered through doing that to launch this whole new kind of fresh-baked snacky type range. And yeah, I'm delighted to say these have done really, really quite well. They're still selling well in the mix. Less so the flapjacks, but I mean, flapjacks we took on just because they're fun, and one of them's got Smarties on it and things like that. But flapjacks, they're never something we've done brilliantly well with here at the Protein Pick Mix. But the other things, the brownies and certainly the Millionaire Bars, have done incredibly well. So lots of you guys watching this have probably tried them. We give them out as freebies quite a lot as well. Lovely things to sample. They're good for everyone. You wouldn't even know they were protein packed, the rest of it. So really, really cool. Reduced sugar snacks. They're not like no sugar, but yeah, significantly better for you than the kind of full-blown, full-bore originals of the things. And yeah, they're just, you know, cute, fun, crunchy, good texture, decent price as well. So pretty awesome. Anyway, he's elaborated on kind of the 2 best-selling ranges, and we got something all new. So we have a White Choc Blondie protein brownie. I guess he's called it White Choc Blondie flavour. You could just think of it as a blondie, but it's taking the kind of rich, chocolatey milk choc and caramel vibe of the protein brownie we have currently, and well, upping the indulgence a little bit. White chocolate always will do that, but yeah, white chocolating it. So the chocolate brownie centre has become like a vanilla cake centre, and then there's the coating on it, which I'll show you in a bit. Delicious. Then we've got a raspberry white chocolate, a white choc raspberry spin on the White Choc Millionaire Bars. That's with the sort of biscuities, the crunchies, yeah, they are very, very sweet, but yeah, they're good fun, great texture on them, and yeah, the fruit adds a certain zinginess, cuts through the white chocolate sweetness. It's a great bar. And then finally, vegan friendly, we've got the protein granola bar. So yeah, new format there. I suppose he's ticking a lot of the baked boxes. We haven't got cookies yet, maybe that's coming, but we've got the flapjacks, we've got the brownies, we've got the Millionaire Bars, and now granola bars that are vegan friendly. I don't know if I said that one, but first for the range there, and yeah, nice ones too. So intro to the intro. Let's just show you some of these things. That's to whip through. They're all available right now, which I'll come back to at the end. First one, brownie then. So brownie blondie, boom. There you go. White Choc Blondie, 12 grams of protein. Again, pretty much the same as the other. Reduced sugar, a little bit higher, but that's, again, I think the white chocolate in there, a little bit higher than the chocolatey one that he's already got in the range. They are 278 calories, so less than 280 calories. 15 fat, 24 carb, which sugar's 12, protein 12. So look, these are not a guilt-free, but they are a much better option. They're a reduced guilt option. They're lowered sugars. Yeah, the fats are reined in as well. Obviously, you get that boosted protein, and it's just for the level of decadence and enjoyment here. As I say, it's kind of fun for all the family. It is a better choice type bar, and it's white chocolate. It's a blondie. I mean, it's got that fun factor too. Very cool. I'll show you this one then. Fortunately, I've got samples all lined up already. Delight for me, I get to eat more of these, but Millie's actually been in as well, and we've just done the photographs, so they've all hit the site. We've done the Instagram post, there's more to come, but it does mean I've got the full range to actually sample without having to open more and more bars, which my waistline would not thank me for. Well, there we go. Are you recording? Yes, he is. Come on, focus. Here you go. White Chocolate Blondie. Not a huge amount to see there, but inside it we have got... Come on. There you go. So you've got a white chocolate coating. You've got a soft, spongy centre. It's quite moist. It's quite angel cake-like. That's the way Millie put it. It kind of tastes like a Victoria sponge, but without the jam on this one. And it's got that kind of caramel top there. It's very, very nice. It's, yeah, right now super fresh. So it's kind of squishy. Okay. He went with Blondie. To me, this taste is uncannily, and this is a very good thing, custard cream. So it's kind of like a cake version of custard cream biscuits. If you're watching this from the States or elsewhere, maybe you don't know what custard creams are, Google it, check it out. but it's a sort of vanilla custardy fondant between two buttery sort of biscuits. So maybe I'll stick one on screen up here or something like that. But to me, this tastes just like a custard cream, one of my childhood favourites, a real classic British one. Very, very delicious. I might even have named it that, but he's gone with the blondie thing. I guess in keeping with the brownie, that works. This is really good. It's soft. No, it's so soft. It seems to slightly... It's almost like cake batter sort of vibe. So I think because all of these are fresh baked and they're done in a real bakery and everything, every bake is a little different. So sometimes they're a little bit drier, a little bit fatter as the cake has risen more inside. Sometimes like this, super soft, super damp, super moist. It is almost like slightly undercooked cake. But that's perfect for me. It gives it, there's always danger with protein goods is they're too chewy or they're too dry. This is definitely neither of those things. So I think that's a massive win. But the first batch of these will impress. They are sweet, very sweet, but really good. So that's a good start, strong start. I'm sure most of you are going to go in on this one and probably the Millionaire Bar first. On the Millionaire Bar, I'll show you this again. Hopefully see that. So it's got a nice pick and mixy sort of pink flare going on, which is great. And then you can see in terms of the layering, hopefully that's showing. It's got the protein crispy studded with white chocolate and stuff down there. Again, a sort of custardy classic British vibe. And then it's got a zingy fruit layer that's just been added. Then it's got a generous white chocolate coating that's a little bit cracky. It kind of holds the whole thing together as well, with kind of lashings of raspberry going through it as well. Let's show you this. Sorry, the packet's crinkling a lot there. Right, you've got that raspberry white chocolate, reduced sugar. So, okay, you can see the layers going on. See the biscuit breaking at the bottom there. Got the fondant there, very, very generous, binding the whole thing together like a sort of tasty, fruity cement. And then you've got the white chocolate coating with obviously the pink decoration going on there too. How does it taste? You can probably hear me crunching thanks to this super powerful mic. Yeah, it's a wonderful mixture of textures. It's got the biscuity protein crunchies in the base, held together with a sort of white chocolate as well. It's then got that fruit which really lifts it. So I think for me, this might actually take it over the OG white chocolate, just because it adds a very, very noticeable, very raspberry ripple sort of vibe to proceedings. I mean, it's like a vanilla 99 flaky type ice cream with that really, really sweet raspberry fondant going around it. And very, very nice, very classic British, very spring, very summertime. It's a real win, and because it's fresh out of the bakery, jump on site if you order right now. That's the end of February. You will get super, super soft base core and stuff as well, with the chocolate, with the fruit. It's a real win. Another easy one. White chocolate always sells very well. These Millionaire Bars have always sold very well. This is a nice alternate flavour to it. It's very spring-like, very lovely. It's a lovely, lovely thing. Final one then, a little bit different, and this one's probably not for everyone, but in the same way we do his flapjacks, we thought we'd bring this on, and it is vegan, so it does add that extra dimension to the range that he's otherwise not picked up. His whole range are vegetarian, but it's just the vegan is the green one you've got going on here. And it's 100% vegan. It says it on the label. It's 100% as opposed to 97% vegan. So that's an extra win. Also, it's slightly odd when that's on the label, but either way, dairy-free and all the usual. So it's good for all. Granola bar. It's saying Joe said, or Ben said, it's an industry first, and it probably is. I'm not aware of another protein granola bar, certainly in the specialist market, but it's a little bit akin to kind of a Trek bar, a cereal bar, even like a Nutrigrain sort of vibe. It's a very breakfasty bar sort of thing, which is, obviously have granola for breakfast and then granola on the go. It would form it into some kind of cereal bar. So it's a very familiar taste. We do have one of these open as well. There's not a load to show you, but they are big, substantial, satisfying. Boom. Reduced sugar again. And 100% vegan he's got on there. 12 grams of protein, not too bad for one of these things. I mean, certainly, twice what you get in maybe a supermarket variant of the same. What am I looking at here? It is 260 calories, very, very satisfying though. 12 grams of fat, 24 grams of carb, of which only 8.5 sugar, so that's not bad. 12 grams of protein, load of fibre in it too. Pretty cool. So this is what you actually get. There you go. It's nutty, got dried fruit in there, it's got oats in there, it's got seeds in there. All very hearty and wholesome tasting. Very substantial. It's got a kind of honey taste going through it as well, so it tastes pretty natural. I mean, it should do with what it's made from. It's a lovely mix. It's not your standard proteiny sort of affair, but it's a nice angle. It's a nice edge thing to the range for Mountain Joe's. Really establishes kind of the breadth of these things. As I say, it's only really cookies kind of missing now, so maybe they will come. But yeah, that's just OG granola, so it's got a kind of honey vibe. It's not got any other significant flavour going through it, no chocolate chips or anything. Very nice. Yeah, it does taste hearty and healthy and everything. Anyway, all these three are available in our Mountain Joe's Mountain Range mix, so you can pick a mix across, well, any 10 across the whole range now, and that is these three. And then it's the milk chocolate, it's the white chocolate OG Millionaire Bars, it's the original, the OG milk chocolate caramel brownie, and it's the flapjacks, in which we have 4 flavours of those too. So loads to choose from, something for everyone, all veggie as I say, just that being vegan, all reduced sugar, all higher protein, all a bit of a win, British made and the rest. So very, very cool. Nice one, Ben, getting these ones out. We've been desperate to get these in, been hounding him all week. Millie's been harassing him. Yeah, they finally turned up. And yeah, they were absolutely worth the wait. So check those out on site now. Very cool. Okay, Barebells then. It's not like I can move this table over, but I'll reach over. Barebells bars. Whoa, something we've done in the mix since they're available a bit. I mean, we chased them even before this, but I think 2017 was when we first got our hands on them. Maybe it's 2018, but I want to say 2017. And I haven't actually got one of the OG Barebells bars to hand, but you must have tried these. They are actually available everywhere now. So I think Smith's, Sainsbury's, maybe Holland Barrett. I don't know. They're in a lot of other outlets over here in the UK anyway. They have made their way internationally. They've been big sellers for us for a very long time. They were, I suppose, for a while, the biggest kind of contenders to the Grenade Carb Killer. So when the Carb Killer was kind of riding high, Barebells came out. Broadly speaking, similar nutritionals, 20 grams of protein, 1 or 2 grams of sugar, 200-ish calories. And they did have some, I think they actually had some texture advantages over the original Carb Killers. So that's before Grenade started playing with the format as well. They had probably slightly more decadent bars, a little bit softer, a little bit more caramel, a little bit more crunchy on top. So for a while, they sort of had more going on there. And then I guess everyone got on board and the formats have improved. So all the cool stuff about the brands kind of vying for our attention and our kind of, gym bag space or whatever it is, our glove compartment type space, everyone's raised their game. So Barebells bars, Fulfill bars, Grenade bars, they're all in roughly the same space now. They've all got roughly the same texture and everything. Anyway, Barebells, still popular here in the mix. We're down to, I think, 5 or 6 flavours now. I mean, we lost the lemon curd, they discontinued that. There was a coconut that discontinued. There was a dark chocolate that discontinued. But we still have caramel cashew, salty peanut. We've got hazelnut nougat. That's a lovely one. We have got white chocolate almond that's stuck around. And of course, salty peanuts, a milk chocolate salty peanut. So the thing is, they have a broader range, but we don't necessarily get it all here in the UK. So in Scandinavia, they've got a lot more. I think this is a Swedish brand originally, and they get out more in Europe. And they've got core bars, they've got ice creams, we've got their protein shakes here, but they've got more of them over there. Maybe not the protein shakes, but it's also the sister brand of Nocco. So it's all the same kind of family. Anyway, big intro aside. The reason I'm sort of covering what they do already is just to show that this is something a little bit different. So it's horses for courses. If you like the original Barebells bars, you may not like these. If you don't like the original Barebells bars, you find them a bit samey, you really might find something to like here. So we have duo bars. Should have started with that. So we got one here. This is, there's a fudge brownie, there's a caramel one. Basically, what do they call it? Chocolate crisp and caramel crisp. So there you go, very nice. You'll notice they are pick and mix colours, so I'm instantly a fan. We've got the blue and the pink. Kind of more neon-y than us, but very cute anyway. The other thing is double bite, they've called them, because there's 2 bites in there. So this is something we have seen a little bit. It's not like Battle Snacks or the Battle Bites invented it, but they probably made it the most popular in the mix. All their bars come in that kind of 2-bite format. it's the same thing going on here, but the texture, as I say, inside is very, very different. So sorry if these are crackling very loudly on the mic. I'll try and be gentle. Also, because it's sunny outside, everyone's got the convertibles out, everyone's razzing their cars up and down, motorbikes are out as well. It's the road is getting really loud again, which is good. It's nice to see life, because it has been a ghost town for a very long time. So again, the whole COVID thing, life is coming back to the streets and the high streets, and that's great. But it does scupper the video, especially with this mic, I fear. So anyway, double bite bars. Let's just dive in and show you. So we've got here the chocolate. I'll come over here. From the photographs, fresh from the photographs, I've got a couple open. So there you go, lovely milk chocolate coated. It's got caramel in here, it's got the crunchy centre. I'm going to take you through 16 grams of protein, so it's less than a normal bars. I think the other one might be 17, it is. So you lose a few grams. No added sugar, so that's very cool. Crazy low sugars on these. I think it's, what is it, 2 grams per bar is 2 bites. The sugars are down at 16 grams of protein, 19 carb, 2 grams of sugar, 8 grams of fat. So pretty stellar, very similar nutritional to the other things. You get 2 of these bites inside. I think I've got the chocolate one here. So that's it. Usual messy bite, but basically you've got a very rich chocolatey one in this case, but a very crispy, crunchy, quite dense chocolate centre. And then there's like a, sorry, forgive the ink on my fingers, there is a kind of moat of caramel running through the top, so you can see that kind of canal that bulges out. Then the milk chocolate coating the whole thing. Mouthfeel, taste, texture, what's going on? I'm pleased to report I actually really like this. It's it's different. They call it double bite. It's, I mean, crispy is, I mean, the chocolate crisp thing is probably the thing that drives it. If you think, I'm trying to think what other bars we've had that do this. If you remember the Quest Beyond cereal bars, the texture's a bit like that. If you think, we've had other bars like this in the past. I mean, Redcon did those cereal style bars. We've had from Fort Effects, we've had from Alani Nu, the Fit Snacks bars they have. It's kind of, I don't know, protein crispies bound together, quite tightly compressed, giving a sort of crushed cereal, densely crushed cereal vibe, held together with, I don't know, honey or caramel. If you can kind of imagine that, but chocolate, and then with extra caramel on top, and then a chocolate coating, it puts you in the ballpark. It's maybe a bit more cereal bar than its traditional protein bar. It hasn't got that kind of jelly collagen style thing that the Grenade bars and the other Barebells bars, the OG Barebells bars have, but it's got a very, very Moorish, like bakery sort of vibe. I mean, it wouldn't be out of place in the Mountain Joe's range. It's kind of like the sort of millionaire bars you get from Marks and Spencer's and supermarkets. Again, speaking to Brits here mainly, the Americans, you'll have a proxy over there, but it's a kind of densely compacted cereal, caramel held together sort of honey thing with a chocolate coating on the outside. It's chewy, it's crispy, it's crunchy, it's sweet. It's just a bit different from the protein bar. So I was a bit nervous when we got these in, because I'd read some reviews and they've been out elsewhere, other countries in Europe, for a fair old while now. I was afraid that people have given them kind of middling reviews. It was a little bit disappointing. So honestly, I was apprehensive doing this, because I don't want to mislead you guys. And I know everyone likes different stuff. It's all highly subjective, but we really do want to like things. Certainly if I'm going to go to the trouble of doing one of these silly videos, I don't want to put my neck on the line and suggest something that I know to be a bit crap. So it's... This one, again, with Barebells, big fan of the brand, have done it for a long time. We've got a good relationship with them. I didn't want to be disingenuous, but I also didn't want to do a hatchet job on it. Fortunately, I genuinely don't need to. It's a fun, different format, so I think it's worth trying anyway, both in terms of the 2-bite factor, so you can have one now, have one later, you can share it. Same with the kind of battle bites thing. It's kind of cool coming like that. But the denser, chewier texture, I mean, I'd heard it was dry, uninspiring, etc. I mean, it is drier than their other bars, but you've got to appreciate it slightly differently. And for what it is, I think it's been really well done, really well, presented as well, quite neat little bites. And the nutritional's not quite as good, but damn near as good. It's still low sugar, still very bakery style fresh. It's still got that milk chocolate coating that, doesn't taste cheap and calendar chocolatey. It tastes nice. It's got the caramel. I mean, could it be a little bit more moist? Probably, if you're judging it in a kind of traditional bar sense, but as it is, it's you've just got to think of it more as a kind of millionaire bite, and I think you're in the ballpark. That's what they've achieved here. And it's a really good, rich, chocolatey taste on that one. Honey level of sweetness. It is quite satisfying. It doesn't linger in the mouth too much. It has been nicely done. So 16 grams of protein, 200 calories, the low sugar for that. I think it's very cool. Genuinely think it's very cool. And that'll be going into probably into our regular Barebells bundle, so you can buy it with some of your other favourites bars. But I definitely think this one's worth a try for the different format from them. Lovely packaging as usual, so it's always a good standout product too. Genuinely think it's quite nice. Not trying to mislead you here. I really like these, and I think certainly right now, because I've had Barebells bars for years, I will find myself snacking on more of these just until I get bored of those and I end up going back. But yeah, it's a lovely one, and it is worth trying. But maybe just pick and mix a single bar, one of each flavour. Try it that way first. But I think you'll actually quite like these. I think they'll work their way into their mixes quite quickly. I haven't even done the one on the end, and the one on the end is probably my favourite. The chocolate on that one's quite dense and heavy. I'm never that fond of kind of brownie things. It can be a little bit, in your face chocolate overkill type thing. I'd much rather go with caramel or even a fruity zing going through it. So with that in mind, we have got here, and I'll show you just for fairness. And for me, the caramel crisp, same milk chocolate coating, same format. It's got that same river of caramel, the canal of caramel. I love that going down there. And then the base is just a kind of caramel thing rather than the chocolatey one. See, so there is caramel in there. Yeah, there probably could be more caramel. But it's a lovely biscuity sort of scented basting, and it's so sweet it saves it being a battle to eat it or enjoy it or anything. You can always dunk these things, heat them up. That's probably cool. I haven't even tried that. But yeah, very nice. I would just say I would think of it more as, well, a kind of bakery Rice Krispie cake sort of thing. I don't know, bound with marshmallow or almost something like that. It's got that kind of feel. Than one of the other Barebells bars. So as long as you judge it differently, I think you'll enjoy it. They also do core bars, similar to the ESN bars. I've tried them. They're very nice. A little bit smaller 45 gram things. They haven't released those. Barebells haven't brought them over to the UK yet. It may yet come. I've been after them for 18 months, 2 years, how long they've been doing them. But it's cool these have shown up as something a little bit different. And yeah, both are very much worth a try, honestly. Whew. Okay. So, there we go. 3 Mountain Joes, 2 Barebells, all done. Tuesday when I put this live, all on site now, so fill your boots, gonna have some fun with it, kick yourself into March. It's probably a good month to start getting back on it. Certainly in the UK at least, when we've got gyms to look forward to, hopefully towards the beginning of April. And so I'm going to have to start worrying about it too. With the weather improving, the days getting longer, there's not a huge amount of equipment I've managed to get, and I've been very, very distracted. I'm only making excuses. Like it's you can do this stuff, even if you're just doing air squats and doing sit-ups. There's always something you can do, and I've been quite negligent through all this. And I've been eating an awful lot of ice cream. But yeah, it's coming up. So, I mean, the kind of healthier, Jimmy style, guilt-free snacks, you can do a bit of a segue to those, especially as it's getting a little bit warmer outside and you don't perhaps feel you need the kind of help padding the body through the cold, harsh months. Yeah, these kind of things are going to be quite popular. And obviously, we've got Easter coming up as well. So we're doing a bunch of fun candy-style things for that, I'm sure. And we do have, not from Barebells, but from the sister company Nocco, I think there's something new coming up ahead as well. So can't say anything right now, but that's stuff to look forward to. Okay, they're done. Other snacks I'm going to cover quickly before some updates and I'm out. How long have I done? Not even half an hour, so not too bad. We have got the Cup Connoisseurs. These guys here, we've got white chocolate and we've got milk chocolate. What are these? Well, quite obviously, they are peanut butter cups. Always popular in the mix. Lots of brands have been doing them. The OG, obviously, being the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. So we have variants of that in Reese's stuff on the site, actually. We do some of those things, but you can get them pretty much everywhere now. Very good. If you're a peanut butter lover, if you love chocolate, it's one of those maximal indulgence type things. So a lot of companies have, over the years, tried to do things with it to make them more guilt-free, get more protein in there. We've had Quest Cravings Cups, one of the first things we listed. Quest delisted those long time ago, and they were a little bit uninspiring and dry. There are new Quest peanut butter cups we actually have in the mix now, which are proving very, very popular. They're still very low sugar, kind of too good to be true ones, and they're not quite the same as Reese's cups, which are essentially kind of icing sugar mixed with peanut butter, and then the very, very creamy, milky, over-the-top milk chocolate. So, yeah, these are more like actual peanut butter cups in that you can kind of taste natural peanut butter and the milk chocolate. The milk chocolate on these is Cocoa Plus. This is if you've been coming to the mix, stopping by for a very long time, and if you followed this, some of the launches we've done over the years, Cocoa Plus chocolate is a higher protein, lower sugar, great quality Belgian style chocolate that is made right here in the UK. Is it Belgian chocolate they use, or is it Swiss chocolate? I can't remember. But I mean, you know, he didn't spare any expense pulling it together. I say it's an old friend of mine, a guy called Sam, and him and his brother-in-law run this company, and they do a lot of white label jobs. They make chocolate and things for other people, but obviously the Cocoa Plus things, from calendars to Easter eggs to everything we've done in the mix. Well, we did for many years here. We haven't of late. It's the market, just went away a little bit, and they just stopped selling for us. So a little bit of a sad one. We kept it going for a very, very long time, but Cocoa Plus have their own website that does very well, and as I say, they do a lot of white labeling jobs behind the scenes. This is a white labeling job, I guess, but it's their own brand, the Cup Connoisseurs. So you'll say it says made with, by Cocoa Plus, or with Cocoa Plus on the bottom there. So it's one they've been doing for a while, but we finally managed to get some of the hotly contested stock in. They're always scarce on these things, and we thought we'd do a little bit of an intro for it. So until we get more, we'll see how it goes down, maybe get more flavours. We won't do a fuller post. But we did get these in as well, and with Easter kind of coming up ahead, we thought, why not? Novelty of these ones, yes, they are higher protein, they are lower sugar, but they're still very big, generous peanut butter cups. I'm going to open the white chocolate ones for you, because the white chocolate peanut butter cup is the kind of unicorn, the mythical creature in these things. It's a whole extra level of indulgence, but doing it slightly guilt-free makes it extra cool. So inside these, very, very nice kind of laminated packs, actually. They've done a really good job with this. I think they've just started up a social media for the Cup Connoisseurs. So we'll probably do a post about them sooner or later, and we'll tag them. But check them out on Instagram. They'll be putting more things out there. I know they're working on a salted caramel, and I think they might have a vegan cup as well. So very, very cool. Started with the white chocolate. You get 2 cups in a tray, and that keeps them safe from cracking. These things, take one out. They are very big, very generous, very appealing. There you go. Come around again. Cup Connoisseurs, very nice. Kind of looks like a sort of Magnum wrapper, doesn't it? So yeah, white chocolate, peanut butter. What's he got there? Lower sugar, made with real Swiss. It was Swiss. There you go. Swiss chocolate, palm oil free, creamy peanut butter centre. No jokes, it really is a nice creamy peanut butter centre. By Cocoa Plus. There you go. So you get 2 of these bad boys in there. Let's just break this one and actually see. Okay. We can see how creamy it is. So yeah, there's a big, thick, kind of generous peanut butter filling on this, and then the white chocolate. Yeah, it tastes like natural peanut butter. It's got that kind of, nutty roasted edge to it that actually cuts through. Unlike Reese's, where you basically just taste sugar. Very good. Not a huge amount more to show with peanut butter cups. There never is. Cocoa butter, whole milk powder, etc., etc. Per cup is 100 calories, so not too bad. Certainly, given the size of it, it is actually a girthy little number. Sugar's 1 gram, 3.6 grams of protein. So each one of these things here, nearly 4 grams of protein and just 1 gram of sugar, which is thick chocolate too. It's pretty uncanny, actually, especially, as I say, the white chocolate usually kicks the decadence and the sugar and stuff up so much. You get that full taste, that full experience. You know it's quality chocolate. You can taste it with the Cocoa Plus heritage, and the nice presentation and stuff in there. Very nice anyway. Yeah, it's nothing we've made a huge amount of fuss about, but it deserves to be. They're actually very, very nice. And this one here, the same, milk chocolate, nutritionals, 100 calories again per cup, so it's 200 for a pack, 3.4 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar. Yeah, it's unreal, and they taste so good. So they melt the way they should do. They taste in the mouth the way they should do. They're great to cut up and put onto kind of yogurt bowls, flex bowls, whatever it is. So great fun things. Also then, I'm afraid I haven't got any handy. You'll see them on site. The protein dip cup coat. The protein dip co, I think they've called it. So is a kind of protein fortified lower sugar hazelnut spread, chocolate spread, combined with just standard old breadsticks, but it's an on the go. I think there's 7 grams of protein per pot. snacking experience. This is actually made by Cocoa Plus. It's made by Sam and James, but it's under a different brand. We've put some of them on the site because they're cute, fun, accessible, cheap things, good snacks, again, for everyone. Just in terms of the variety and the range and the kind of what we have in the mix, we just thought, why not bring it on? Cups are very cool. We were more excited getting our hands on those, but the dips taste really nice, and yeah, they're very, very Moorish snack. Jump on site, look up Protein Dip Co. You'll see what we're talking about. I think it's like $1.49 each one. There's lots of bulk deals and stuff. Very cool. These are $2.29 each, and again, they're bulk deals. You can buy more and it gets cheaper. It's the usual pick and mix way. Anyway, they're in the mix now. Very Easter appropriate on these things. And I said that there is a salted caramel one coming soon. So we have some more peanut butter cup style stuff hitting the mix. It's in the mix now. So yeah, if you're a peanut butter lover, if you're nuts for peanut butter, as well, the entire team are here, you'll get something out of these. So we were pleasantly surprised, and obviously even more so with the packaging, and that does matter. The first bite is with the eyes. It's nice they've made it look cool. Okay, what else? Updates really. So I just wanted to cover this. As you know, not quite. One more in terms of new stuff. In the last video, I introduced the Blessed Vegan Protein. This is from EHP Labs, makers of OxyShred, that's been doing incredibly well. I suppose that's with gyms opening. People are thinking time to get shreddy for it and everything. We've got Blessed Protein mini tubs. So we had the 30 serve at around 35 quid or whatever they are. We've now got the mini tubs for $23.95, something like that. So yes, I think that's it. So yeah, they're not quite as good value. It's as the economies of scale always comes into play with the protein tubs and things. The more servings you get, the cheaper per serving. But we've got mini tubs, 15 serves. Not only are these more on-the-go friendly if you want to move the tubs around, but I guess the main one for us is it enables you to try more of the great flavours at a better price. And also, if you're nervous about buying a full 30-serving tub, making the investment there, you can try the product for a slightly cheaper price, so it's easy to get in the door that way. We don't have it in all the flavours. I don't think we got the strawberry milk flavour, but we've got classic. We've got the vanilla chai, which is that kind of that classic with the twist one I spoke about last time. This is surprisingly nice. The the coconut chocolate one, which basically just tastes like chocolate with just a coconut edge. If you don't be put off by the coconut thing, basically, I mean, again, Millie just got some of this herself, and we've all tried it again. It's very mildly coconutty, so don't be scared off by what can be a niche flavour combo. It's basically a chocolate shake, and then the salted caramel, which kicks the sweetness up a load as well. So these are no artificial ingredients, additive sweeteners. It's it's all raw. It's a kind of top quality pea protein isolate going in there. It's got great mixability. It's got great texture. It's got enough sweetness to even keep us satisfied. So yeah, very, very cool. Good place to start. But I will say on these guys, we've got more awesome flavours coming. I think with the next shipment, back end of March, beginning of April, we should have Cookie Crunch, which actually got like biscuity pieces in it, again, yes, all vegan, and s'mores, which this always looks so fascinating over in the States. They've had it since they've had it out there. Never seen it done in a plant-based shake before, so that'd be very, very cool. That's coming, yes, end of the month. And then for the following shipment, so I'm thinking it'd probably be more about the middle of the year, sort of early summertime. There are more flavours coming again. So I don't want to spoil the surprise on those ones. I'm just giving you a kind of heads up on what's coming from what's available in the range now. But there are 2 more flavours, I think, coming on the following one, and then even more by the end of the year. So for a vegan protein, it's got great standout, obviously, great quality, pretty good price on it actually as well. But I love the fact that the EHP Labs, I love the fact that Blessed are putting so much creativity into the whole thing and bringing flavours we just haven't seen in the vegan protein space. So we're going to have a lot more fun with this going forward. It has had a good start in the mix, so if you haven't tried it, try it out if you're into this kind of thing. And yes, you can now get the 15 serve tubs, so they're in the mix alongside the other ones, and they're in the switches and all this kind of stuff as well. So as we get more of the EHP Labs and the Blessed range, we will probably do some stacks and bundles and get some shakers in and stuff like that as well, samples if we can too. So yeah, excited for this partnership in the year up ahead. Okay, restocks I'm going to do. Actually, I'll say there's one other new one I haven't even put on the site yet. We've got Strawberry Lemonade Amino IV. This is the amino acid, what do you call them, complex formula, sort of kind of stacked product from our old friends at PE Science. We've already got a bunch of other flavours. I think the apple one's sitting there. But these are It's a BCAA EAA combo. It's got electrolytes stuff in there as well. It's vegan friendly, so it's like plant-based on these things, so great quality. And they've got a slightly different take than some of the other brands in that they just promise you the leucine. So that's the kind of key component for muscle protein synthesis. They've promised you the 5 grams of leucine going in this product, and yeah, it tastes pretty good. It's got that same PES hallmark quality, and yeah, we don't make enough song and dance about this product, but again, gym's opening up again. It's a good one to start thinking about again to fill up your shakers with. So yeah, we've got this one in brand new flavour here. Yeah, strawberry lemonade, and that will be on site by the time you see this. So it'll be on that and in our PES stacks and bundles. Okay, final one I'm holding here as well. Nuts and more. Peanut butter, fortified peanut butter, protein peanut butter that I've done in the mix since 2013, 2014. Stock is never the easiest to get hold of, and the prices are a little bit eye-watering. We are looking at some other peanut butter brands coming in from the States in this coming year, and indeed some UK domestic-y ones actually we're looking at. So we've been talking to some manufacturers. So yeah, cool things coming on peanut butter beyond just cups. But we've got back most of the flavours. I think they're pretty much all in on the site now, like the white chocolate pretzel, the choc maple pretzel, the salted caramel, the OG toffee, like all these great ones. Choc chip cookie dough. This is something that we've been after for months and months and months. They stopped making it back in the States, I think, middle of last year because of the choc chips inside melting and people complaining. God knows why you complain. I mean, if I dug to the bottom of a peanut butter tub and found loads of chocolate chips and cookie dough, sounds pretty damn good to me. So this is basically the issue. So if you can see that one. When they say there's chocolate chips in there, there's really chocolate chips in there. And I don't know if it's in transit or when they pour the stuff or however it works, but it does get melty, but I think it's amazing. So, I mean, even the sex appeal of that base is enough to really sell this one. Anyway, we haven't got as much as I would like, but we have choc chip cookie dough back in the mix right now. Doesn't get much more extravagant than this, so check that out if you're a Nuts and More fan and have been waiting for it. It's now in, go! And then final one, order of business. I'm sure there's some other little ones on site, so as always, check out our Just Arrived section. Just Arrived category, but Gym Buddies protein donuts. We still have some cake batter, but they're nearly gone. So that's the pink packs here, that's slightly more vanilla-y kind of angel cakey style donut. The chocolate ones we should have stock on for a while because we basically bought everything we got our hands on. What you may have seen if you followed these things is they've gone through not so much a rebrand but a rename. So Gym Buddies is gone and it's become Whhaaaa Protein Donut. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, what's in a name? I mean, the trick is what's inside. And obviously, it still looks glorious and everything, so it's kept that whole thing up. But there's quite a lot of history to this brand, as I've covered umpteen million times. It's still Tom involved, still the original dude doing it. So it's got all the great stuff he brings to the party and the attention to detail and his love of these things and his self-sacrifice for the sake of these protein donuts. But it's just got a new name, and indeed, it's moving bakery. So actually, I don't think the nutritionals are changing per se, but sorry, they should be bigger, lighter, fluffier and everything. Like, yeah, they're going to start improving from here on out. We're talking new flavours and stuff finally. But yeah, just Gym Buddies protein donuts, Whhaaaa protein donuts, exactly the same things inside, exactly the same 2 flavours right now, exactly the same pricing and all the rest of it. It's just with the rebrand. So they haven't hit yet. We will transition to the Whhaaaa protein donuts as soon as we can. But for now, yeah, we're on Gym Buddies still. So grab these while we have the stock because there's going to be a little bit of a drought again, I think, until we get the new labelled ones in. So yeah, they're all on site now as well. Certainly rush if you want cake batter because there is not much left. It's just chocolate we've got stock for probably a few weeks yet, but the cake batter nearly gone. And that's about it. So where am I at? 42 minutes, okay. That got longer, but I have covered hopefully a lot of fun stuff here. It's slightly more snack orientated than other ones, so it's the stuff you really tune in to see from me, I think, as well, rather than me umming and ahhing my way through supplements, which I don't really know much about. Snacks and stuff, this is where our passion really lies here in the mix, so we can always have some fun with it as well. And yeah, we've got some more flavours, some more varieties from some old favourites, some old friends of ours here in the mix. So yeah, check them all out, all up on site now. Just Arrived category burgeoning as usual, and that's about it. I'm going to cut it off here. I'm going to get this one edited. It's obviously not going live for a few days, but I want to enjoy something of the nice weather, and then it is a payday sort of thing right now, so we're going to get kind of smashed. But it's a good kind of step up, I think, into what should be an increasingly better, more positive looking year. So yeah, hope you're all well out there, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.